Hello friends, you are welcome back to Able Prissy Math Tutorials. Please always subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification button for more interesting topics. So we'll be looking at relationship between logarithm and indices. Remember, in indices we have power and base. So also in logarithm. But what we want to look at is how do they relate? How does indices and logarithm relate? How do in which way are they relating? That's what we want to talk about. Now, assuming we have b raised to the power of s equals n. This is indices, right? This is the power and this is the base. And this is n here. So in applying it as a log, we have that this power will come down and this base will remain the base in log. Why this one, which is n, becomes this one that we have after the sign of equality will become the power in logarithm. So if this is given in indices, how do we apply it? We have that this x will come down, s equals log n in base b. So this is what we have as a log. So in writing this, which is indices, we have this as a log. Remember, they are still sharing the same base. So in log and indices, they share the same base. Let's continue. Let's look at some other examples. Let's look at some examples on how to apply this. So assuming we have 10 power 2 equals 100. This is indices. How do we write it as a log? We have that 2 equals, this 2 will come down, equals log 100 in base 10. So this is it in logarithm. This is indices, while this is logarithm. Also, if we have something like 2 raised to the power of 6 equals 64. This is indices. So how do we write this as a log? We have 6 equals log of 64 in base what? 2. So this is it as a log. Assuming we have 4 power x equals 256. And we are asked to write it as a log. What do? This x will come down, equals s equals log of 256 in base 4. So this is the answer to this. This is in indices and this is in logarithm. Now let's look at another interesting question. If we have, for instance, we have log 81 raised to the power of s equals half. Let me write this s very well so that you see it very well. This is 81. This is the question we are given. We have log 81 equal log s in base 81. Sorry, log s in base 81 equals half. Find x. Find s. That is the question. So what do? Remember, you change it to indices. This is log. So we change it to indices. And we have what? This power will come down. And we have s equals 81 raised to the power of half. S, remember, the base is always the same thing, both in indices and in logarithm. So the only thing that will change is the power. This is power in log, so this power will come down in indices, and this becomes the power in the indices. So we have that s equals 81 raised to the power of half, and we all know that any number raised to the power of half is a square root. So we have that s equals square root of 81, and the square root of 81 is 9. Therefore, s equals 9.